Hello guys, it's me Jamie. Welcome back to another weekly reading vlog. I'm not gonna lie, I've had a pretty tough past couple of weeks. I felt very unmotivated, very disgusting, very like, I don't know, like it's just getting a bit much. It's just getting a bit much. But I think I'm finally like feeling better and ready to jump back into things. I've also had some really like shocking news today. I could potentially hang out with like Caitlin this week. Lockdown definitely isn't over, but there are some restrictions being lifted. I could literally probably hang out with Caitlin this week. That's madness to me, like actual madness. What a time. What an actual time. Okay, whatever. You guys don't care about that. Let's talk about my reading plans for the week. I'm currently in the middle of 3 books. One that I've been in the middle of for like nearly a month basically is Tell Me How You Really Feel by Amina May Safi. I'm like basically halfway. I'm on page 143. I might DNF this, I'm not really sure. Basically this is a YA contemporary. It's sapphic, it's between these two girlies. I'm gonna try and finish it tonight, but if I'm not feeling it then I really don't mind DNFing it. But yeah, I'll let you know thoughts as I go or when I finish and like the reasoning behind me DNFing or rating it low. But yeah, for the intro, I'm just saying, you know, this is something that I am in the middle of. I'm also in the middle of Apples Never Fall by Leanne Moriarty. Leanne Moriarty, this is her new book. She wrote Big Little Lies and like Nine Perfect Strangers. She's such a guilty pleasure author for me. Like I love all of her books, even though it's usually targeted towards like middle-aged like mothers and stuff like that. I'm so not the target audience, but I like literally love her so much. So I was so excited when this came out, and as soon as I got it in the mail I literally started it straight away. But I am only on page 152 and it is a pretty big book, but I'm really enjoying it so far. Basically it's about this family. The mum and the dad are like in their late 60s and they owned like a tennis company thing, like a tennis school, and they'd like train students. And yeah, they've also got their 4 kids, and we're basically following these 6 different characters. The mother has gone missing and it's really strange and very out of character. There seems to be a lot of stuff going on. So in the beginning I was very confused by all the new characters being introduced and all the plot lines that are being introduced as well, but I'm still really excited to finish this. I feel like I'm definitely into the thick of it now, so yeah, really excited. And then I'm also in the middle of a book on Kindle Unlimited on my Kindle, and it is Hideaway by Penelope Douglas. This is the second book in Penelope Douglas's series called Devil's Night. Quite problematic series, to be honest, but I did want to continue on because it's one of those series that's just like, oh my god, this is like so wrong, but I can't stop reading, if that makes sense. But yeah, Hideaway is the second book in the series. It follows our character Kai. I don't know who the love interest is yet because I'm only, I think, 10% of the way through, and so far we've only had chapters from Kai's perspective. But yeah, I don't actually know what this book is about at all. I just know that it's a really dark romance. But I really like Kai's character. Kai was probably my favorite side character in the first book, which was Corrupt. So yeah, those are the 3 books that I'm gonna try and read this week. I don't really have any other plans, but if I do want to read something, I'll probably just read something on Kindle Unlimited or something from my October TBR. Like, we'll really see. But yeah, basically my plan for now is just to try and finish this. I think I'm gonna try finish editing a video as well. But yeah, that's really my only plan, and I'm gonna get started on this now. But I hope you enjoy the vlog, hope you have an amazing week, and I will give you a reading update very soon. Hello guys, don't mind me, just freshly showered, wet hair, lying in bed, very comfortable. So I read like a few more pages of Tell Me How You Really Feel by Amina May Safi, and I think I made the executive decision to officially DNF it. I've just been reading it for far too long. I have no desire to like ever pick it up. And I just feel like the story itself, like the book just does not flow at all. And I feel like I usually really like when, if there's a romance, there's like stuff going on for the characters like outside of the romance, but I feel like it's too much here. I want to see them together, I want to see the relationship develop, but unfortunately we're just getting a lot of like inner monologue for the both characters, for like stuff outside of their lives that isn't like the 2 of them, and that's just like not for me. And also one of the characters I just can't stand, and I just don't know. Maybe I'll like try pick it up again in the future, but like right now it's just like not the time. I feel like my brain is on very thin ice. I'm one boring run-on sentence away from a reading slump. So I think, yeah, I've made the executive decision to DNF it because I just need to be smart about what I'm reading so I don't fall into the trap of not wanting to read anything ever again for the rest of my life. Because I made that decision, I'm putting this to the side. I'm currently waiting for a video to export before I can actually go to sleep, and it's taking forever because the video is like nearly an hour long. But I think I'm going to read some of Hideaway, which is Penelope Douglas I'm in the middle of. So yeah, I'm gonna read more of that and I'll give you guys some reading updates in the morning. Yeah, talk soon. Good morning guys, it is Tuesday now, and I think after deciding to DNF that book last night, I think today I'm mainly going to focus on Apples Never Fall. I think I can read this really fast, and I think I'm going to have like a pretty chill day today as well because I'm about to go and get my second dose of the COVID vaccine. I'm literally like just about to head off and do that now, so I know that I've heard the side effects for that one can be like a bit sketchy. Like my family got like quite exhausted, quite tired, quite run down after their second dose, so we'll see. If that happens to me, that's fine. I can just lie in bed and read this all day, and that's what I think I'm gonna do. Feeling good about it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, you can't even see. Vaccinated. Why are you looking at me like that, Mum? I'm a vlogger, I'm a social media influencer. I'm doing the right thing to try and get people vaccinated. You trying to get into the shop? Hello guys, it's 6 o'clock now on Tuesday. I have been doing a few things today. I've just been like reading and editing and stuff like that, and I'm now halfway through Apples Never Fall. I'm on page 251 and I'm kind of addicted to it now. Like I feel like now this is the classic like Leanne page turner. Yeah, I'm getting pretty addicted and having a really good time, so I think I'm just gonna spend the rest of the evening reading this, and I think I can definitely finish it tonight. I was actually thinking right before I filmed this clip, like, wow, I haven't actually had any like side effects to the vaccine. I'm feeling really good, I'm feeling really normal, my arm doesn't even hurt, like I feel great. And then basically as soon as I set up to film this clip, I'm like all of a sudden like super drowsy, and my arm like all of a sudden just started really hurting. So I think I spoke a little too soon when I thought that. I might just like get dressed into my pajamas, like get cozy and just spend the rest of the night reading before I eventually like fall asleep, and then I think that will really help me get through this, potentially finish it, and then move on to another book. I am still in the middle of Hideaway. I did say I would give you some reading updates from what I read last night, but I think I only read like 5% more, and we still haven't even met the love interest. So I don't know if I'll move on to this straight away after I finish this. I might read another book, but I don't know. I'll let you know how I go. But like, yeah, this is getting very much a page turner. I don't really have anything critical to say about it. It's hard with these books because with this specific type of book, I'm not really reading it and thinking about like all the criticisms I have, or thinking about why it's a good book, or all that sort of stuff that I normally do when I'm reading. I just kind of like read it to enjoy it like a normal person would read it, not like a booktuber or someone who talks about books on the internet and critiques books on the internet would. Do you know what I mean? I feel like this isn't going to be a very like intellectual conversation when I get through more of this book and give you guys more reading updates. Yeah, while I'm talking, I've definitely started to feel a lot more out of it, so I'm gonna get dressed now and just try and finish this. And I'll try and talk to you tonight, but I probably won't be like awake enough or whatever, so I might just give you reading updates tomorrow, but either way, we'll keep in touch. Hi guys, okay, so it's Wednesday. I had the worst sleep last night, to be honest. Also, I have a feeling it's too windy, so I'm just gonna move inside really quickly, hang on. Okay, hi. So yeah, I had the worst sleep last night. I had my second dose of the vaccine, so honestly, just feeling a bit yuck. But that's all good because after I last updated, I basically zoomed through Apples Never Fall by Leanne Moriarty or Moriarty. I've said it so many different ways, so many times, but yeah, I finished Apples Never Fall. I zoomed through it because it was just that addicting, to be honest. It was so entertaining and fun. So I rated this 3 out of 5 stars just because like it's not my favorite Leanne book. I know that she has better books out there, and yes, it was really like a good read, addicting read, entertaining read, but like objectively I just didn't love it as much as other ones. I don't really know how to critique these ones. I'm feeling very unintellectual while talking about this book, and I do apologize, but yeah. I'm just gonna say it was one of those books that's just like very addicting and like very easy to read and very entertaining, but nothing to like write home about. But like the characters were fun, like it was just a good time. Like, I don't know, Leanne's books are just a good time. There's not really much else to say about them. So we are in Auckland officially, not out of lockdown, but we're allowed to like see people outside. So I just got home from seeing one of my friends for like the first time in ages. We had like a little like hangout, just like sitting outside her house on the front lawn. So it was really nice, but kind of exhausting as well, because obviously I'm still tired from my rough sleep last night because of the vaccine, and also like just trying to learn how to socialize again and all that stuff. So I think I'm gonna start another book. I don't know what I'm going to read, but I'll let you know. I'm thinking about maybe trying to finish Hideaway by Penelope Douglas, or at least get a little bit more through it. I'm gonna do that now actually. I think I'm gonna try and focus on Hideaway, but I don't know, I might start something else. I'll just let you know. I'll let you guys know. But yeah, finish this. 3 stars. Thanks, Leanne. Love your work. Love your work. Thank you very much. Oh, Jesus Christ. Penelope, I think you may have lost me with this one. Okay, so I need to just disclose, Penelope Douglas has always been a very hit or miss author for me. I feel like their books are really entertaining, really fast to read. I loved Punk 57. I adore that book. I know that it has its like issues, but I really love it. And I have enjoyed Birthday Girl. I've enjoyed Bully. Like, Penelope has written some good books in my opinion. And then they've also written some really terrible books. For example, like Credence, I hate. And I went into this book, which is the second in a series, kind of not expecting to love it, but at least to have a good time. But like literally, I know that this is going to be like an entertaining read, and I probably will keep reading, but like there's just some things that it's just so stupid. By the way, I've only been reading for like 2 more minutes, so this has come up basically instantly. But our character Kai like has just gone and tried to like help this girl who got like knocked over on her bike. I believe this is probably going to be the love interest. And then all of Kai's friends, so like the main characters from like the other books in the series as well, like standing around going like, why are you helping her, blah blah blah. And then Michael, who's the main character of Corrupt, the first book in the series, is like, do you want that girl? Like, if you want her, she's yours. Oh my god. And then it goes, want her? Will cut in. What the hell would he want with her when we have top shelf chicks in our cars right now? Didn't you see how she was dressed? No makeup, guy's clothes. Ugh, she's a feminist. Like, is that the worst thing in the world, lads? Is that the worst thing in the world? He literally said feminist the same way he would say, like, I don't know, war criminal? I don't get it. I'm probably still going to continue reading this. It's entertaining and it's funny to laugh at, but like, oh my god. It's really funny because I go into Penelope's books knowing that these men I'm going to be reading about are not my dream men. But then it's really interesting because I'll go on Goodreads and read reviews, and reviewers will literally be like, oh my god, my dream man. Like, I literally saw a review about Credence that was like about this really rapey character. Ugh, why don't men exist like this in real life? Sweetheart, they do exist in real life and they're in jail. They're on sex offenders lists. Anyway, I'm still gonna keep reading, but I'm gonna take a break for now because I just feel like I can't handle this right now. I will go back to it, I'm sure, when I want to have a laugh. Also, it's on my Kindle, so what I've been doing at the moment is I've been loving like turning my lights out and then like reading my Kindle in the dark while I go to sleep, which is why I read so little of it at a time. But yeah, I'm gonna put it aside for now. I think I'm gonna start a new book, and I've really been thinking about starting, hang on, I'm just turning my Kindle off and then I'll show you. I've really been thinking about starting The Maidens by Alex McCallides. So I think I'm gonna maybe get into some comfier clothes and start reading this. I think that'll be really fun. I've been feeling like a dark academia campus novel. So yeah, I think I'm gonna read The Maidens, especially because this was on my October TBR. It'll be nice to get a start on that. So yeah, I'm gonna do that now and I'll give you little updates as I go. I completely forgot to mention something. It's literally been hours since I talked about Apples Never Fall by Leanne Moriarty, and I don't have the book with me, but like, you guys know what I'm talking about. It's literally been hours, but I forgot to mention something. My only interesting thing to say about the book was that like towards like the end, it starts to talk about like COVID and stuff, like how our characters are like dealing in like in a locked down like COVID world, and that was just so buzzy to me because like I've never read a book with COVID in it yet, and it was almost like kind of just like it jolted me a little bit because all the books that I read are like pre-COVID or like fantasy or something where COVID doesn't exist. Like I just hadn't had that experience yet. And it was just really interesting that that was my first experience. And it's not even like it was a huge part of the story. It was kind of just like in at the end and how our characters are dealing with this. And it was so interesting as well because like obviously our two main characters are like in their late 60s, early 70s. And it said this really interesting thing where it's like they felt all this pressure to like not retire and keep living. But then when they were in lockdown, it's like that pressure was almost like just a bit of relief because the world isn't moving along without them either. They're not like, they don't feel like they're wasting time by like being retired. They're just kind of like living the same as everyone else. And I was like, I fully feel that with lockdown. Like a lot of the time I'm like, I feel so guilty for like sitting at home doing nothing, but then I'm like, wait, I'm literally in lockdown. Everyone else is doing the same thing as me. And I don't know, it was just a very interesting experience, very much a jolt. So I just did want to say that as well. Like if you were looking for a book to read but you don't want to read about COVID, like this book does have COVID, but I personally really liked the inclusion of it. But yeah, just wanted to say that. Anyway, I have read a bit of The Maidens. I haven't read much though. I'm only on page 35, but already really liking the vibes. I thought this would be more of like, I don't know how to put it, like I thought it would be more like mysterious, like dark academia vibes, but it definitely reads like your standard thriller from the get-go. But I'm really enjoying those vibes, so I think this will be a very fast read. Even though I've only read a little bit, I feel like I'm definitely going to get through a lot tonight, and I'm very happy with the decision I made to read this instead of trying to read heaps of the Penelope Douglas tonight. So yeah, good vibes so far, but I'll give you a proper like synopsis and stuff once I've read more of it. See ya. Hello guys, excuse my appearance. I did just get out of the shower like 30 minutes ago. But hi, it's Thursday and I have read more of The Maidens. I'm now on page 97. It's still like exactly kind of how I thought it would be. Still going the same as how I've described it, but I just find myself, I keep getting distracted. It's really bizarre. Like I'll literally like read 2 chapters and then I'll just get really distracted and then like be on my phone for like 20 minutes. It's really short chapters as well, so like why am I so distracted? I don't know. I think that this book is pretty good. I'll just give you a quick synopsis. So basically we're following our main character Mariana. She's a group psychotherapist and some of her like clients are a bit full on, and also Mariana is recently widowed. Then she gets this call from her niece whose best friend has been murdered at their university, which is like in Cambridge. So our main character has had to leave her clients and she's gone to Cambridge to like help out with her niece and like look after her. But then now she's kind of sucked into the mystery of it all because the person who's murdered this girl isn't like, they haven't figured out who it is yet. So yeah, and then also everyone suspects, or at least Mariana and her niece suspect, that this Greek professor called Edward Fosker has something to do with it because there's some like suspicious stuff about him. And I think we're gonna get more into him. I've only had like 2 scenes with him at the moment, but yeah, I think once he becomes more heavily involved I am going to be more interested in the story, but right now it's just a lot of exposition and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, we're up to part 2 now, so yeah, I think it'll be a fast, fun, entertaining read. I don't think it's going to be a literary masterpiece, but it is going to be entertaining, and I am going to try and get through a lot of it today, this afternoon. I've made a coffee, so hopefully my focus can be a bit more like on this book. One thing I will say though, which is just something that I've noticed that I find really weird. Okay, so as everyone knows, like my favorite book of all time is The Secret History by Donna Tartt. And I don't think Donna Tartt like started the dark academia phenomenon. Like The Secret History definitely isn't the like first campus like dark academia novel to exist, but it is one of the most popular. And when you think dark academia, your mind instantly goes to The Secret History because it's like a modern classic and it kind of is the reason there is that whole like dark academia aesthetic. I feel like The Secret History is kind of like the pioneer of making the dark academia aesthetic very popular, along with other things like the movie Dead Poets Society and Brideshead Revisited by Evelyn Waugh, like obviously, and then all the poets. Like I get that it's not the only or the original dark academia out there, but I feel like it is obviously one of the most famous and most popular and most like recognizable. And I feel like there are so many stories that have been like, so many modern dark academia stories that have been very heavily influenced by The Secret History. And one thing I've really picked up on is that these dark academia stories will literally just like have names of the characters in The Secret History, and obviously yeah, they're not like super obscure names or anything. But for example, in The Maidens, there's literally two characters called, one's called Henry and one's called Julian, and those are two very significant characters in the Secret History. I'm pretty sure there might have been a Richard in If We Were Villains, and to be honest, I see If We Were Villains as like straight up plagiarism, to be honest. Like, I really don't like that book. And then in like Catherine House, The Dark Academia, I just read there was a character called Bunny, which isn't like a super popular nickname. Well, at least not that I know of, it might be, but you know what I mean? Like, it feels really strange. I'm probably reading way too much into it, because at the end of the day, like, there are so many Henrys out there. Like, Henry's it's not a very like uncommon name, and same with Julian. But I just personally have noticed that quite a bit, and I honestly felt the same way before I read the book Bunny by Mona Awad. I remember when I saw that this Dark Academia book called Bunny existed, I was a little like, okay, like one of the most significant characters in the Secret History is called Bunny, and now there's a Dark Academia book called Bunny. Very interesting. But then I read Bunny by Mona Awad and I was like, oh no, these are very different, and like I understand why this book is called Bunny, and it has nothing to do with like anything to do with the Secret History. But it's just something that I've picked up on, and maybe I am really insane. Maybe I'm really like, just my personality is too much Secret History. Like, I'm probably like a weirdo for this, but it's just something I've picked up on that I personally find very interesting. Yeah, it's not something that I like hate or anything, or I'm like, this book is gonna be 1 star because of this. I just find it funny. And I tweeted about it today and someone was like, I have noticed that as well, and I tend to think that it's like an homage or like a reference to, and I'm like, yeah, probably. Like, you never know, you never know. But if you're going to like do an homage, like call one of the characters Donna, by like Donna Tartt, you know what I mean? Anyway, that was just a really weird thing that I noticed and wanted to mention, and it probably means nothing. But yeah, I'm gonna try read more of this. I was gonna get ready and like do some makeup and finally film my September wrap up, because I've been putting it off. But I think I'm gonna do it tomorrow instead, just because the weather's really gross, it's getting a bit darker, like, yeah, not the vibe. But I am going to my beach house tomorrow with my family, and I'm gonna spend a couple of nights at the beach, which is going to be really fun. Just nice to be out of the city and kind of be in that like sea salty air. I'm very excited, so I'm definitely gonna take this, maybe another book, and my Kindle. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing tomorrow, which is really exciting. But we'll probably be going in the afternoon, so I can still do some like filming and stuff like that. So yeah, that's fun and exciting. But also, I received a package from HarperCollins today. It's very, very thin. I believe, obviously, it's probably a book, but I thought I would open it and show you guys what it is. Yeah, let's take a look. Maybe it's something that I could read kind of soon. Oh, stunning. Okay, so this, I got an email from HarperCollins. They were just sending out their like monthly newsletter of like new releases, and if any of their like bloggers or anything wanted a copy. And this is one that I saw on their newsletter that I had never seen anyone talk about, but it's called Lemon by Kwon Yo-sun. I believe this is a Korean novel. It's very, very short, which I love. It's a like crime mystery thriller, I believe, and it's about this girl who gets killed. She's 19, and this murder becomes known as the High School Beauty murder, and we're following like 2 suspects, and then 17 years later I think we follow like 2 other characters. I don't know, but it looks really fun. This is only 147 pages, so this is definitely something that I could read very soon. Oh my god, it's October and it's like a crime murder novel. Maybe I could take this to the beach house. That could be really fun. Okay, yeah, no, I'm really excited to have that. Okay, cool. I'm going to relax, chill, drink my coffee, let my hair dry, and try and read more of The Maidens. I'm gonna set a goal for myself. Let's try get to page, okay, let's try to get to 193, because I just randomly opened it and landed on a new chapter, and it's page 193, so let's try and get to there. I think we can do it. All right, talk soon. Give you reading updates soon. Love you guys. As a friend. Hi guys. Okay, so it's still Thursday. It's Thursday night. It's like 1 AM, but I'm for some reason wide awake, and I had a fun night tonight. I played like Fortnite with my friends and FaceTimed a few people. It's a vibe. But I have gotten to page 177 of The Maidens. I'm over halfway now, and I'm still definitely in the mood to read it, so I might even finish it tonight. Probably not, but I potentially could. We're getting into the like big mystery drama, like thriller of it all now. So basically, I can't really remember what I said when I last updated, but our main character Mariana, she's at this school, she's met the teacher Edward, like we've had more scenes with him. He is such a cock, like he's so annoying. Like he literally like asks her to like go on a walk with him and like talk to her, and he's all like, I see you're trying to paint me as the villain. Like, just like weird things that men do and like weird things that men say, like just very like dramatic, like over the top dramatic, like, you know, like of course I'm the villain, like blah 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 blah, whatever things that my ex would say to me, you know, stuff like that. He's just a weirdo, and our main character Mariana is convinced that he's killing these girls because another girl has ended up dead. And he's also really bizarre because he has this like small group of like elite students that he like nurtures or like, I don't know, mentors, but they're all like beautiful women, so it's like, okay, there's something a little sketchy going on there, mate. Our main character's convinced that he's killing all these girls, and I've read a lot of thrillers before, so I feel like he's probably not the one killing all these girls, but my nose is not on the scent of the plot twist. I do not know what's going to happen. There's also all these other random male side characters. Like, we've got Julian, who's like an ex-classmate of our main character Mariana's. We've got this random guy called Fred, who she like met on the train, who is quite bizarre and is all like, I think I'm a psychic, and she's like, I don't think you're a psychic. We've got her husband who died. We've got like Henry back at home, who like may or may not be stalking her. There's a lot of side characters, and we don't know a lot about any of these side characters, so that's very strange. I'm enjoying the read. Do I think it's a masterpiece? No, I don't, just like I said before earlier in this vlog, but I am having a good time. I probably shouldn't flip through those pages because I might spoil myself. But yeah, I think it's definitely going to be like a fun, easy, fast thriller if you are feeling like something like that, but I don't think it's going to be like 5 stars or anything. Okay, hello guys, it's about midday on Friday. I am about to go to my beach house. I just filmed some videos. I'm feeling very productive, but I am definitely gonna finish this today. I'm now on page 242, so I'm definitely gonna finish this today. I have less than 100 pages left, so I'll definitely be taking this to the beach house with me. I'm not gonna give you any reading updates now because I'll probably just give you like my full thoughts when I finish, but it's sitting on like a high 3 stars at the moment. Yeah, I don't know, but definitely gonna take this with me and definitely gonna be able to finish it this afternoon or tonight or whatever. Yeah, so definitely that. I'm also obviously going to take my Kindle with me so I can read that Penelope Douglas and maybe some other books on there as well. And I think I'm also going to take The Only Good Indians by Stephen Graham Jones. This is another book that was on my October TBR and one that I do really want to get to. If I actually get to this when I'm at my beach house, I don't know. I'm only staying there for 2 nights, so we'll see if I even manage to like pick this up at any stage, but I'm gonna take it with me just in case so I can like read something, and this is what I'm in the mood for, you know. It's just something a bit spooky, a bit scary, and I've heard nothing but good things about this one, so like I need something that's gonna be like good vibes. So yeah, I'm gonna do that now. Sorry, this is kind of a pointless update, but I just wanted to let you know that's what I'm taking, that's what I'm gonna be reading, and I will see you when I'm at my beach house. I'm very excited to get summer started and go to the beach, but it is raining, so oh, this is probably not necessary. I just wanted to maybe show you my cool cowboy hat. Anyway, road trip, babe. Road trip. It's a night. Ignore the fan. I'm at my room in my beach house now. I just got back from a walk along the beach at nighttime. It was literally the most delicious feeling in the world. I was just blasting the song Lover by Taylor Swift. I don't know why I felt like listening to that song on repeat, and I did it and walked along the beach, and it was amazing. It was literally amazing. Like, yeah, before I went on that walk though, the reason for my walk is because I finished The Maidens by Alex Michaelides. I finished it. I'm gonna give it 3 out of 5 stars. The epilogue, the ending really left something to be desired. It really did leave something left to be desired. I'm trying to think of a way I can explain it and be like sneaky and like not give spoilers. Basically, I will say that like I love an open-ended ending. Like I love something where it doesn't have like a proper conclusion and we can leave things open to interpretation. However, I feel like there's a very big difference between an open-ended conclusion and literally just like not finishing the book. And obviously like Alex Michaelides made that choice to have it very like, let's end it here, and sure, it's just not for me. Like I just felt a little bit like it was very anticlimactic, and I was just like, oh, I would have really loved to read what our character was about to go into. I would have loved to read that, but we didn't get to, and it just kind of felt a little bit like, rather than just like, oh, what happened, like what went on, it was just more like, is that it? It's done. Like, really, like, I don't know, that's how I felt about it. I also think with the plot twist and everything, when it comes to my thrillers, I like to be thrown way off the scent. I do. I really do like to be gagged, gooped, whatever. I like to have things come out of nowhere. This plot twist was a little unexciting, especially because about halfway through the book I really predicted it, to be honest. I really did, and maybe I'm just a smart cookie, maybe I'm just a genius, like, you never know. But I just like, it wasn't a very strong enough like big twist, and honestly that's why I read thrillers. Like, I love a cheap plot twist, I love cheap twists and turns, and this didn't give me that. However, 3 stars because I really liked the process of reading it. I thought that while I read it, it was a classic page turner. Like, it was a very classic page turner, that really easy to read, bread and butter, simple writing style. Like, it was fun. I liked the Cambridge setting, I liked the university setting, and I liked the interwoven themes of Greek myths and Greek heroes and gods and goddesses. I did like those interwoven themes. I think if you are looking for a dark academia, this is absolutely not it. Like, this is absolutely not a dark academia. At the end of the day, it is your standard thriller. It's really not resonant of the dark academias that I've read before. It definitely reads more like a thriller, and I think the only thing dark academia that it has going for it is the campus setting and the fact that we're following a Greek professor. There were a few lines that were a bit strange. Like, I remember there was this one line where our main like character, who's a psychotherapist, is like talking about a client, and he's like, he's very mentally unwell but still very intelligent. Okay, like, why do you need to mention that? Like, do you think mentally unwell people are not intelligent? Like, what? But those are just such silly little comments, like silly little lines, that I'm not gonna, like, you know, I'm not gonna go and start on a witch hunt for Alex Michaelides. Like, yeah. But yeah, 3 out of 5 stars. Now I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might have a glass of wine with my mum, perhaps, or maybe read something new, read one of the other books I brought. I'm not sure. I might just like get stuck into my Kindle and try and finish more of that ridiculous Penelope Douglas book, but we'll see. I'll let you know. Have an amazing Friday night, guys, or whenever you're watching this. It's Friday night for me, but just have an amazing day night moment in your life, and I will talk to you in 2 seconds. Hello guys, it's Saturday night. I look absolutely disgusting. I apologize. Hi, it's like Saturday evening. I basically just spent the entire day having fun on my holiday at my beach house. I'm sorry, this vlog is probably really boring because yeah, it's just, yeah. But I have read up to 60% of Hideaway by Penelope Douglas. This book's really not good. I didn't think that this series could get more gross and problematic than the first book, but like the amount of like weird incestuous shit in here, I don't even want to talk about it. I don't want anything to do with it. Like, Penelope, I'm sorry, but you really have lost me with this one. Like, yeah, it's gonna be 1 star, guys. I'm gonna give you that right now. I've still got like, it's freaking 550 pages as well, so I've read over 300 pages. I still have like 200 and something pages left, and it's like, give me a break. Like, no. I think I'm going to end the vlog here. I know that I have like more of the week left, but this vlog is already pretty long, and also I just want to enjoy my time away with my family, so that's what I'm going to do. But yeah, thank you so much guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know down below like your thoughts on some of the books that I've read, all that sort of stuff. Like, we can have a little convo in the comments. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Love you all, and I'll see you very soon in another video. Bye.
She said, Cindy, don't cry, and I don't